around with this for a while now, and it turns out that when I was looking at immutable objects and I was looking to see whether they was altered, what I expected to see was when we create a new object from an existing immutable object and we change it from the default of that default object, then I expected wasAltered to be true. However, this really is a value that says, have you altered the given object, which breaks everything about immutability. From a library called Immutable, I found this quite shocking. But now I've had a look at it and I've gone through it, I kind of understand where this has come from. If we have a look at this example, you can see that I've got a failing test here. We've got map2, which I've made from map1, so they're just a map value. Map1 has just got these default values of first name Andrew, and then what I've done is I've changed the first name to John and put that into map2, and then I've seen whether it's altered. Well, it hasn't altered because map2 is a new instance from map1. They're not the same. Map2 is brand new. So how do we do this? Well, first thing we would need to do is actually create a map that's immutable. So what we can do is we can create a new map, and what we can do is we can say map1 as immutable. If we save that and run that, a test will probably fail again because we've created this object and we've said that you are now changeable, but what we've done is we've said we've not changed it. So now we've got this immutable, what we can do is we can actually, let's set a key value. One thing that we want to set is the first name. We can set this to Paul, and as the test run, hopefully we should get a passing test, and we don't. Right, so what's going on here? We have got map1 as immutable, and then we set it, and then we're saying that it's changed. Right, so what's happened? Set one as that, as immutable. Let's save that. Right, okay, just bear with me 1 second. Right, like an idiot, what I've done is I've done set map1 as an immutable or immutable. I'm used to dealing with C#, so I've looked at that as an interface. That is not. So it's actually mutable. So that's going to create a new mutable object. We're going to set its value, and now we can see that its state has changed. So let's clean this up. The good thing about this kind of working is that you can do chaining. So that can pass to that can pass to that, and then you end up getting that object. So it makes for this, for doing this type of testing really easy. If we don't set the value, then what will happen is it'll be false because we've not changed it. And because we haven't altered it, it's false. So we know that although we created a mutable object, we haven't messed with it in any way, so it's safe. So let's set it back, and here we can see that it's passed, which means it has changed. But if I don't make it an immutable object, or a mutable object as I should say, then that should fail, because what we're doing is we're changing that object and we're creating a new instance in map2, and map2 hasn't changed. It's simply a new copy with a new first name value.